Club America do a poor job of dealing with this initial cross, but Suarez just knows to put into a danger area.
Lionel Messi, the heartbeat of Inter Miami, sat with his ankle elevated, wrapped in thick bandages. Just days before, he had suffered a severe knock in training, a mistimed challenge from an overeager teammate that left the entire club holding its breath. Despite weeks of careful management and therapy, the Argentine maestro knew the truth. He wouldn't be able to play. Coach Tata Martino stood before him, arms crossed. "Leo, we need you, but I can't risk your long-term health." "It's your call." Messi exhaled, his head bowing slightly. "I want to, but I can't give my best like this," he admitted. "I'll be with the team, but from the sidelines." Chapter 2. The Weight of Expectations. The news spread quickly. The press swarmed, headlines screamed in panic, and fans flooded social media with prayers and demands for a miracle. Without Messi, could Inter Miami secure the win they desperately needed to clinch a playoff spot? Inside the dressing room, tension buzzed like an electric current. Luis Suarez, Messi's longtime friend and now Miami's veteran striker, clenched his fists. "We do this for Leo," he told the squad. Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets exchanged glances, understanding the stakes. They had been here before, big matches, enormous pressure, but never quite like this. As the team took the field for warm-ups, Messi, in his street clothes, walked onto the touchline, greeted by a deafening roar. He raised a hand in acknowledgement, but his face remained unreadable. He had always been a warrior on the pitch. Now, he had to be one from the sidelines. Chapter 3. A battle unfolds. The match began at a breakneck pace. Inter Miami's opponent, a relentless and physical squad, sensed vulnerability and pressed aggressively. Without Messi's genius to dictate play, Miami struggled to maintain possession. The first half was brutal. Shots missed, passes misplaced, and frustration mounting. Then, in the 42nd minute, disaster struck. The opposition found a gap in the Miami defense and fired a rocket past the goalkeeper. 1-0. Silence fell over the stadium. Messi stood abruptly, yelling instructions from the sideline. His voice, usually reserved for post-goal celebrations or tactical shifts, now carried an urgency that reignited his teammates. As halftime approached, he pulled Suarez aside, gripping his shoulder. "Trust yourself," Messi said. "Find the spaces. You know how." Chapter 4. The Turning Point. The second half began with a different energy. Miami fought harder, controlled possession, and pressed higher. Messi paced like a caged lion, issuing tactical adjustments as if he were a second coach. In the 60th minute, Suarez capitalized on a defensive error, slotting the ball past the keeper. 1-1. The stadium erupted. Messi's fist clenched. He wanted to be out there, but this was his team's moment. They had to rise without him. The game stretched into its final moments. The playoff dream teetered on the edge. Then, in the 88th minute, a controversial penalty was awarded to Miami. Anxiety rippled through the crowd. Suarez picked up the ball and met Messi's gaze. A silent conversation passed between them. He took a deep breath, stepped up, and buried it into the net. 2-1. The stadium exploded into chaos. Chapter 5. The Aftermath. As the final whistle blew, Inter Miami players collapsed in a mixture of exhaustion and euphoria. Messi, unable to contain himself, sprinted onto the field, hugging his teammates one by one. Tears glistened in his eyes. He hadn't played a single minute, yet this victory meant everything. Reporters swarmed him post-match. "Leo, what does this moment mean to you?" Messi smiled, glancing at his teammates. "It means that this team is more than one player. This is a family." The cameras captured the moment. Messi, not as the hero on the field, but as the heart and soul of Inter Miami. The playoff journey was just beginning.